Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. We had the rain that we expected early this morning, roughly from about 7 a.m. to around noon. I think it ended just before noon. I didn't hear any thunder though, but it had some pretty good heavy rain here in the Bemis area, but it was less than an inch though. Locations south of Jackson, especially down in Mississippi and southern Arkansas, some locations had over 2 inches of rain down in those areas, but not quite that much here in the Jackson area though. Alright, let me move on to the climate data for the evening. We have another round of some light rain possible early tomorrow morning near daybreak, because we have a cold front be moving through about that time tomorrow morning. But it will be brief and almost unnoticeable, with the exception of the wind shifting. But that's kind of like a weak cold front moving through. It's producing a lot of thunderstorms right now up in Missouri. I'm waiting to see how far south it stretches as to whether it affect us, but since it's going to be coming in early in the morning, it probably will end up dissipating by the time it gets all the way here to Jackson. It might affect the part of Tennessee over near the Mississippi River a little heavier than here in Jackson, however. Alright, that's a little bit of a sneak preview to the forecast there. The climate data for the evening, as of 5 p.m. Here in the Bemis area, the skies were cloudy at that time. The temperature was 69 degrees at that time. As of 6:24 p.m., it is still 69 degrees here in Bemis area, a near perfect temperature as far as I'm concerned. The dew point at 5 p.m. was 65 degrees. The humidity was at 86%. The wind was out of the south at 3 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.89 inches of mercury. The low temperature this morning was 63 degrees. Today's high was 78 degrees. No, that was not during the daylight hours. That occurred right around midnight last night, about 12:01 a.m. And the temperatures slowly fell throughout the overnight hours after midnight until it bottomed out at 63. But no, it did not hit 78 during the daytime today. It was shortly after midnight, or right after midnight, or right at midnight, if I can get it out, when that happened. Alright, rainfall-wise, I had 82 hundredths of an inch of rainfall here in the Bemis area. Looks like the lowest humidity was 62%, and that occurred at 12 a.m. The highest was 96%, and that occurred at 7 through 10 a.m. this morning. Lowest barometric pressure was 29.76 inches of mercury. That occurred at 12 a.m., while the highest would be 29.96 inches of mercury, and that occurred at 10 a.m. this morning. Today's highest wind gust was fairly high at 33 miles per hour out of the south at about 1:15 a.m. early this morning. Today's records for May the 9th, hottest high would be 93 degrees, and the year 2007, the coolest high would be 59 degrees in 1972, while the warmest low would be 74 degrees in the year 2003, while the coldest low would be 38 degrees in 1980. Today's rainfall record would be 1.63 inches in 1998. Alrighty, that's the basic climate summary for the evening. Let me show you the radar, the satellite picture, and the forecast maps, and be on our way for this video. I'll show you the rain that's developing up in Missouri. I really don't expect it to affect us here in Jackson, though. It'll be after midnight, if it should even try to affect us. And there are some storms over there. It's near Pocahontas, Arkansas, down near Batesville, Arkansas, west of Jonesboro, west of Paragould, that area of Arkansas, and up near Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and sort of approaching Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and moving eastward. Most of the heavier rain, it seems like it's up in this area. It may tag northern West Tennessee later on this evening or early in the morning as that cold front moves through. But right now, in the immediate time, there's real light showers appears to be trying to form up around the Martin, Union City area, possibly headed into Paris and McKenzie and those areas, but no effect for here in Jackson. And looks like Middle Tennessee's in the clear at the moment. Let me branch out one more, zoom out one more, and show you that line a little bit better. Here's this morning's rain. It's all the way over in East Tennessee now. That gave us the rain earlier this morning. A little heavier down in Georgia, parts of Georgia and Alabama. Getting pretty heavy down there, moving into LaGrange, Georgia down there. But that's down there and just moving away from us. A little stormy up in northeast corner of Lexington, Kentucky, up in that area. And there's a line that was in Missouri and stretching on up to Illinois, but it's moving eastward and probably will miss Jackson. North of us, it might be a different story within the next few hours, but it may probably dissipate or weaken as it crosses the Mississippi River this evening. Alright, otherwise it's fairly clear across the area, pretty much statewide. Alright, let's look at the satellite picture nationwide for the past 12 hours. You see the clouds approaching, the clearing actually approaching the Mississippi River. We might even get a little bit of that going on here tonight. Maybe a few periods of mostly cloudy skies, but it won't last long. You see those clouds jumping up down there near Dallas. It's going to kind of fill in the clear spots some as the evening wears on. There you see where it's clear and where it's cloudy and sort of in between across the whole country tonight for the past 12 hours based upon the satellite image. Alright, let's move on to the current surface map thanks to the Weather Channel, of course. It looks like we're in for a fairly dry night tonight. There's that cold front that I was telling you about. Just forming that line of storms over in Arkansas and up Missouri. But they're scattered at the moment, clear in Tennessee for the most part, except over there in East Tennessee. Scattered showers toward northern Kentucky, as we saw a moment ago. And it goes on up into the Great Lakes area and on up into Canada. And there you see the way the systems are set up. There's a little rain out west and scattered in spots, but not really heavy-duty rain, if I may call it that. But that's tonight's surface map. Alright, let's look at the forecast map for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Friday morning, the front has moved through West Tennessee by then. It's actually moving through Middle Tennessee toward Nashville by morning, tomorrow morning. And leaving a little bit of rain as it does that. Heavier rain way up in the New England states. Light rain through Tennessee. Might get a little heavier down south of us in Mississippi and Louisiana and Texas, as you see here. And some out west in New Mexico. Might even snow a little bit in parts of Colorado. Still getting some snow in those mountains in this late in the year sometimes. And again, this is tomorrow morning's forecast map. I've almost got that too high up. There it is. I can see it better now. I cut off part of the country in some way. Didn't mean to. There's a better view of it real quick. Tomorrow morning's national forecast map. All right, let's look at the midday map. By midday, the rain is about gone from Tennessee, even Middle Tennessee by then. It's trying to move back into West Tennessee down near Memphis at the time. But it's going to be close. That cold front went through, but I think it's scheduled to become a stationary front over the weekend and not go too far south of us and stay close enough to where we might get a few waves of rain showers that move through, but they all should be gone by the Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Matter of fact, Mama's Day's forecast is improved since yesterday. Again, this is for tomorrow midday, nationally speaking. Alright, look at tomorrow night's forecast map. And it still doesn't look too bad, not really. Rain's still trying to approach West Tennessee. It might come down in there in the Memphis area, but it's going to be light down there. There's that front that have come stationary through Chattanooga and on down into Mississippi and Louisiana and so on down into Texas. To a couple of those down there. Still going to be, might be a little heavier rain down in Louisiana and some portions of Mississippi, but mostly light though. And there you see the other parts of the country will have some rain. Most of it's light, but some of it's kind of steady out west. And that's again tomorrow night's national forecast map. All right. Now let's look at the Pacific forecast for right here in Jackson and West Tennessee. Let me turn it around so I can read it to you right easily like. I hope. Let me make a little minor adjustment so I can get it ready for you. It's mainly going to be mostly cloudy for the rest of the night. Might get a few cloud breaks in the clouds, but not very many. It's going to carry on over into tomorrow and be mostly cloudy tomorrow. But by tomorrow night, around sunset and after, there's a 50% chance for a few more scattered showers to form. Low temperature tomorrow morning near 60, high near 70, with north winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. The moon will be setting tonight at 12:12 a.m. tomorrow morning. The sun will be setting this evening at 7:48 p.m. We'll have north winds tomorrow at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun will be rising at 5:54 a.m. and be setting at 7:49 p.m. tomorrow night. The moon will be rising at 10:56 a.m. tomorrow morning and be setting at 12:40 a.m. Saturday morning. Speaking of Saturday, mostly cloudy skies will continue. There's an 80% chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Low near 58, high of 68, with northeast winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour by Saturday. Finally, by Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and half of Wednesday, it's going to be mostly fair to fair each of those days. Yes, Mother's Day looks nice now. The rain has been removed from the forecast. There was a chance during the early morning hours that no longer exists. It's now going to be fair just about all day now. Might be a few scattered clouds around, but they shouldn't produce any rain though. At least it looks that way right now. So all day Sunday, Mother's Day, should be good. Temperature's not going to be too bad either. Low near 54, high of 70. Northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sun will be rising at 5:52 a.m. and set at 7:50 p.m. The moon will be rising at 1:10 p.m. and set at 2:15 a.m. Monday morning, May 13th. Mostly clear on Monday, May 13th. Low of 51, high of 71. With northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Mostly clear Tuesday, like I mentioned. Low near 49, high of 75. North winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. By Wednesday, it's going to be fair till noon, then becoming mostly cloudy with a slight 40% chance of a few scattered showers around. That decreases to 30% by Wednesday night. So it's really light rain scattered around on that day. Hit and miss probably. Low near 54, high of 79, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then we're back to my fair skies to mostly fair on Thursday and Friday and Saturday of next week and next weekend. The low next Thursday morning, May 16th, of 59 degrees, high of 77, northwest winds at 10 to 20. Low of 56 next Friday morning, high of 78 next Friday, north winds at 10 to 20, and by next Saturday, May the 18th, low of 58 and high of 82. We're going to get back into the 80s by Saturday of next week. With south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour by then. Alright, that's a forecast for the next 9 days. Basically, once again, mostly cloudy skies until through Saturday, with still about a 20% chance of a isolated shower here and there tonight, especially after midnight. A little bit sooner than that north of Jackson. 50% by tomorrow night, and then 80% by Saturday. And then fair, like I said, by Mama's Day. Alright, that pretty much concludes the broadcast or video for tonight. I want to thank you for watching and viewing and listening and subscribing and leaving nice comments. I appreciate that, and I hope to talk to you again tomorrow night. And until then, good night, and may God bless you.